So in this video, I would like to cover the defining range, and it's not something that I use too much, but it definitely has its place and its worth. I would like to say there are definitely more credible people than me to explain the defining range, but I will go through now how to use it and what it is. So it is essentially using the first quarter. Well, we'll just use the first quarter for now. We'll be using the first quarter to gauge where price will move in the quarters following it. So we know that it's fractal, so we can use it on any cycle. But for this example, I'll use it on the daily cycle. Okay, so the first quarter would be Asian session. I will be using the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so our first quarter, if I draw it out, it starts here and ends here. Okay, this is Asia sessions range. What we do is we split this Asia session range into three. So we then have three different thirds, T1, T2, and T3, that make up the quarter. We will completely ignore the first quarter, or the first third, I mean, and then we will find the range between the second and third third. So that would be this, right? And we can have our standard deviations coming out of it. But this is going to be a dynamic area of support and resistance. Okay, so you can see how we constantly refer to the levels of the defining range. It manipulates lower to the 1.5 standard deviation and instantly moves up, moving back into the defining range and then to the standard deviations of the other side. And you can see how it constantly refers to each deviation. And this is how you can be using the defining range as areas to target or areas to look for reversals, your kind of key levels. And as I said, there's definitely better people to listen to when going into the defining range at a deeper level. But this should give you a good idea or a good foundation as to how to approach the defining range.